Joy Taylor, I said on social media after the game, the future will sort out the past.
I might want to.
Future gonna sort out the past. Joy, are the Chargers getting their money's worth with Justin Herbert? Eddie, what are you doing?
On my mic. Oh, you hear that?
Yes. No, I can't hear anything. First, it's called an IFB.
He blowing in his mic, though, talking about my mic went out, pointing at his ear. That boy said my
mic is here.
Yeah,
IFB
my mic went out.
I'm professional, fella. I'm professional. I'm a TV man.
Joy, are the Chargers getting their money's worth with Herbert? Shady, you're my favorite.
I mean, I can't say yes based off of this season. I don't think this is all Justin Herbert's fault. I don't know if they're getting their money from everyone else that's supposed to be helping them win games either. But, I mean, this is why I picked the Cowboys to win that game. Monday Night Football at home. Of course the Chargers are going to charge her. Of course they're going to figure out some way to lose this game. But he had moments that he could have won the game, and that's why it's frustrating. We know you have a big arm. We get it. We get it. You don't need to, like...
Every time.
Don't need to what? No. One more.
Damn. Trying to catch it. Like, what? Wild overthrows. He just felt felt like he was pressing all night, but he didn't have to. The opportunities were there. He wasn't forcing it into windows. You're wide open, and he's soaring it or doing a bunch as well. Just way too short. He's very inaccurate. He just hasn't really. We know he's a talented guy. There's a reason why they paid him that money, as they should have. Anybody would. He's showed the ability to be statistically great. Yeah. Now you have to go and be the guy. It's tough for me because I'm trying to erase Chargers going to Charger, but they keep doing the same thing. And that, to me, is institutional. But I don't know. I mean, look, what are you going to do after Micah sacks you, wins the game? Sacks you, wins the game. I mean, I can't imagine it's easy to get up after that and then go and try and get your, bearings. But
closes the game, huh?
Stephon Gilmore closed it, but neither here nor there.
Michael, he don't come sack you. You keep talking about it.
I know we're whoop.
James, I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I lied. I walked into studio today, and I was cool. I was like, I don't feel like doing this whole Herbert thing. I'm cool. Yeah. But I walked by a TV, and when you walk into the studios at Fox, there's a TV to the left in the lobby. And I walked by the TV, and I looked, and I read the lower third. That's the bar that y'all are seeing right here that says Chargers getting their money worth with Herbert. And I read the lower third, and then I squinted at it. And it said, quote, "Is Justin Herbert getting enough support?" That's what one of the shows had on.
Ooh.
I was livid.
Well.
I was livid.
Why?
Here's why.
I want to know.
Do not make everybody worse to make Justin Herbert better. And that's what we doing.
All of a sudden,
do not make everybody worse so that Justin Herbert looks better.
Oh, okay. What you mean by
Austin Eckler. He ain't that good.
Okay.
Keenan Allen. He not that good. Kellen Moore. He can't be that good. Rashawn Fleckman, he not that good. Palmer, he not that good. We have made everybody worse so that we can make Justin Herbert better. Because if all those dudes aren't that good, then it's not Herbert's fault. Here is all I want to say to you, America. Maybe you were wrong. It's okay. James Jones, I got to L.A., I was wrong about Mastros.
I'm wrong.
Mastros ain't as good as I thought it was. It's not.
Oh, no.
It's not. I was wrong. I was wrong about Sultan
You must have had the wrong stuff.
I was wrong.
You must have ate the wrong
You're
stuff.
not talking about
I was wrong about Salt and Straw.
We got a different.
I like Cold Stone. I was wrong. I was wrong.
It's slanderous.
It is okay to admit that you are wrong. And where I am right now is very simple. The Chargers have lost 3 games. They lost to the Miami Dolphins. How did that game end? Intentional grounding, sack, blouses. They lost to the Titans in overtime. How did that game end? Chargers received the ball, incomplete first down, incomplete second down, incomplete third down punt. The opposing team, Titans, went down and scored. They lost to the Cowboys. How did that game end? With an interception. All I ask is this. Don't make everybody else worse to make Justin Herbert better.
You know
don't talk about matchups like that.
Yeah, don't do that. You know what I mean? Me and Joy are going to get
I hear you on everything else.
But what was that? Don't make
everybody else worse to make Justin Herbert better.
You know what? That's crazy because since Justin Herbert has came into the National Football League with his dogs on the offense, he's had a top 10 offense every year, right? Since Justin Herbert has came into the National Football League, he has more yards and touchdown passes than any quarterback to ever play this game in the first 3 years.
That's interesting.
So he's doing what he is supposed to do. You know who they ain't making better? is the 27th ranked defense he done had since he came into the National Football League. At one point, I know we want him to go down here and have game-winning drives, but why do I gotta keep scoring over 30 and then get a game-winning drive, Acho?
They lost 20-7.
This game, but they've lost a bunch of games too to where he put up 30 and then gets the ball back and you want him to go down here and score a game-winning drive. He got put out of the playoffs last year and he was up by I don't know how many points.
30.
Is Justin Herbert a franchise quarterback to you, Acho?
Of course.
Yeah.
So what we talking about?
I will tell you. But
They got their money's worth because he is a franchise quarterback. Top 10 offense since you came in the National Football League. It's some great quarterbacks that done play this league. In this league, we can all agree on that.
Yes, sir.
To have the most yards and touchdown passes after your first 3 seasons, that is a special football player.
Real quick, and then we can.
That is a special football player. So,
Let's cook him real quick.
once again, if he had a star on his helmet, boy, every commercial will be Justin Herbert's
This is
commercial.
true.
We will all be talking about Justin Herbert. Every last throw, the boy can play.
James,
Defensively, 27th.
I got a couple questions.
Giving up 30-point leads and 20-point leads, 35 points consistently. It ain't too much Justin Herbert can do about that. Talk to me, Acho.
Chargers, Dolphins, Joy Taylor.
30
Tua
points.
Tagovailoa was trailing, and Tua had to go down and score to take the lead. Then Justin Herbert was trailing, and Herbert had to go down and score to take the lead. He didn't do it. Tua did. Chargers versus Titans. The game was tied in overtime. Justin Herbert had the first attempt at the ball. He went 3-0, 3 and out. Then Ryan Tannehill had the next attempt at the ball. He went down and he scored. Titans win the game. Versus the Cowboys on Monday night, it was 17-17 in the fourth quarter. Dak Prescott went down the field. He got a field goal. Justin Herbert had the opportunity to go down the field, sack, game-losing interception. 24% of games in football, as you know better than I, are decided by one possession or less.
Score. You're right.
It's going to come down to one score.
Yeah.
The 3 losses has been one score. The opposing quarterback has done it. Justin Herbert is not. I rest my case.
But Justin don't play defense, though. So that's all I'm saying. These boys is going down scoring on the defense, not on Justin Herbert.
My case has been rested.
Go ahead.
Well, you know what? First of all, they're not getting their money's worth. Let me answer the question.
Gosh.
But I was riding with James for a while about the stats. You look at his numbers, you look at his talent, you look at him on paper, and you look at him on the field, like, whoa, I want my quarterback to look just like that, right? But then when you really watch the games and you watch the tough games, you watch closer in the season when it's almost playoff time, he doesn't show up. You talk about they had 30 points against the Jaguars, right? And they lost. Yeah. The second half, he didn't really do much at all, right? I watched the last game against the Dallas, and I'm like, okay, this guy is so great as a young talent. Let me see it, because I've seen him play good. But when the games get tough, he doesn't show up. He missed 2 wide open touchdown passes. So Keenan Allen, they set it up all day. Go in motion, he does the 7 to 8 yard out route, right? Kept hitting him with it. Got late in the game. They set it up, out route, boom, out and up.
Get him with that okie dokie.
Overthrow him easy. I'm like, yo, like freaking anybody could make that play.
Yeah.
Right? So as I watch him more, I'm like, yo, I gotta stop watching him and look at the talent and love the talent I see, because he's super talented. But when the game gets tight, he don't show up. Everybody talks about the Dallas Cowboys defense of pressure. You watch that game.
No pressure.
They won't get no pressure.
No pressure.
And I'll give them the benefit of the doubt a lot of times because, guys do be banged up.
Yes, sir.
Right? Linemen's been hurt. They had a lot of, linemen getting hurt. He had some wide receivers getting hurt. He had some running backs getting hurt. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But now that everybody's together, what more excuses can we give him? We can't keep giving him he needs more talent. They got talent.
He don't need no more talent.
Real quick, because you two, especially you do a good job of talking about ceiling. You always talk about Josh Allen, talk about, look, I'll take them turnovers because it's ceiling.
You would too.
I just want to know from you, what's Justin Herbert's ceiling in your humble opinion?
Incredible statistics and no team results. That's his ceiling. So his ceiling could be 45 touchdowns, 13 picks, but they'll probably get eliminated in the first.
So if he has a top 10 offense and does all that, you saying that this is his fault?
I'm with you on the defense. I also have they're not getting their money's worth from Staley either. I do think that
He's
there are.
another one.
I'm sorry?
He's another one.
Yeah, like there are some very obvious questions about what's going on with this team. It's not all Justin Herbert's fault. But when you are paid, what he's paid, and he should be paid that, he is a franchise quarterback. There's no question about it, and the statistics support that as well. And he is still a young player. But once you pass into that space, you do have to win games. And that was a winnable game. As great as Micah was,
very winnable.
As good as Dak played, can't stop hearing how good Dak played. It wasn't that high-scoring game to me. I mean, it looked like a pretty even game. Right. You are paid to go and win that game. And actually, you're paid more than Dak Prescott. Right. So you really need to make those throws. And it's not like they were smothered. No, you just talked about it. Wide open.
Twice.
Wide open, multiple times. Yeah. And you're throwing this rocket down the field like it's a talent show.
And when we talk,
quarterbacks miss throws every single game, for sure. But the question right now with this team is, and I hear you on the defense, it is a fair point, and it is absolutely a problem. I agree. And quarterbacks do miss throws. But the question right now with Justin Herbert is, you have to continue moving your team forward. You have to get better. He's still in the get better stage, but they don't look that way.
And I will say this: the more I watch him, I don't think he's gotten better.
He hasn't.
The more I watch him, first of all, let me take that back. I always thought he was talented, right? So then when I watched him, my first time watching him play was when I was with Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2020. Mm-hmm. We was like, oh my God, who is this rookie? Right? He jumped out the scene, and the stats show it. Man. But when I watch him more and more, I think he's still great. I think he's still a great talent. But he's not getting better as far as wins with results. Like when I really watch his tape on him and I watch the games they play, for example, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in football, right? He's the best player in that division. And I think that Herbert's underneath him, but man, is he that much underneath you? Yeah, they beat you all the time they play y'all. You got to give me some type of competition, some type of fight back for us to keep saying how great you are. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So, like, if Jalen Hurts is not better than Patrick Mahomes, but in that Super Bowl, though, they battle.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you, look, you nice. I'm nice too. And I'm going to show you. When I watch him play against the top guys, I don't always see that. What I always do see is his talent. Yeah. But, like, okay, even to talk about the defense, last point, I'm done. The defense, yeah, they might let you down, right? But when we paying you $200 million, something like that, and if the game is close and you got the chance to win the game, every time it's in his hands, he don't win. And that's my issue with him. If you want to be great, talent, you got to show me some great moments. And if the ball is in your hands, we need you to go out there and win this game. That's why we paid you that money.
And I understand that, too, but
you got to understand that, bro.
27th ranked defense that you came in and you got a top 10 offense, that ain't no help. You said his ceiling is 45 touchdowns and how many yards?
Probably
That's MVP type numbers. Every year, however you slice it, dice it, cut it, whatever. That's MVP numbers. That's what Patrick Mahomes does. We saying this dude's ceiling is Patrick Mahomes' numbers.
There's a difference between numbers and results. Think about it. Your man's Aaron Rodgers. He puts up MVP numbers, but in the playoffs, he does not give you Patrick Mahomes results. 2 Super Bowl wins out of 3 Super Bowl opportunities. I do believe that Justin Herbert can give you great numbers. All I want to see is results. I will take us to break.
So are we saying, hold on real quick. So are we saying Aaron Rodgers was not worth the money? Since he didn't deliver to play, like, what are we doing?
He did. He won a championship.
He got a championship.
I know that. I was there.
And for Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.